TV, Friends of Ken TV, and I think TV as your phone you now cover Shanko. And from Brass Showdown to Median so about the another room and I watch for Asanswa Pro Ababatia. Major say will be Biara and we and the end of the day so the Monday the Ecoso my gun and I say Matija Major just a no as some measures on your subscriber ya. Obe subscribe Eddie Ama obe share video ama onu ebi ono so be share Eddie Ama obi fofo na wie so a comment section ase no agenhwe biara wo biara wo so wo de he afa honom Eddie Ama nebusia enne ye bedi nkomande ye betwetwe nkom sanse nsem ne de mabode bede ankasa mede esomom enne de no ye bewura NPP amanyoko no mu nsem bi ajeseja ekoso wo NDC amanyoko no mu nsoro e ya de ayede ye ni ebefa honom sisi amene mo ka say de ya de ajese kwame abronye ABRONYE disi kwa metarebe sabre ya mena mo ka say de ya de agese ne trimu paye ne nebushe nya asam keto sanse abai sa hwani mu ankasa yeti kroma yenka bi hwemu ena ABRONYE disi wo ba bonten eneja wono atablim letter tete de ba no si ye ya ye ndisi amanyoko e ba ye e ya de agese asumdwe ya friend asumdwe wo mo mami ABRONYE disi minye bi adechi ewiade anadwo bia no say ya de a wo mo de echi ehwenwamia ne se wo mu di hwenwame enu ti ABRONYE shro letter na letter wo shro ye no and they were direct call 8 different countries UK, Germany, Italy, Spain, Cote d'Ivoire ene de keka ho ne ade nyina and wo sere se enka wo mu mra na eja wo mu twa wo mani embehwe ne se se eniema bi wo ho no achesa aban yi ba ye se de wo mu si fatet wo no kwame ABRONYE disi no wo ye ne ho hwea enye ye sabre de wo se threat upon threat ankasa ene eba ne so chese ne buhua ne mane ade nyina no wo mu da kra na wo mu ntumi nna esan se NDC ababa ye from February chese wo no kwame ABRONYE disi ene na no betu ma wo be make case se eyade a NDC amanyoko no wo mo hyase enkro se NDC for ba bem that was January February mu honom no na obete ne ya pam student bi say ne ya pam workers bi say obekọ office where yes ye yi amanfo edi ni ade nti according to ABRONYE no o say from the day ya wo ba bonten ebe condemn eye NDC amanyoko no wo mo ne ma wo mo ye that is when na threat mu odi ankasa e hyase se eba ne so mu nyina mo nim say ABRONYE disi zudia one controversial man especially bro baby on one gasani TV ne de adeche ni adise bia no se wototo ayampia ne se wototo ayampia recently Akwatia by election kura kwahwe obe make a lot of allegations editia ya IGP teteyohonu obe make allegations business just on NDC for ne da and wagisi kebi ni ade on Thursday metina video manum say no me ka kire mo se ade agese police for atonsa e dia frɛ ono kwame ABRONYE say wombra na just woman tutu na no na ndie baby a wono no said you work asa wode ne nsa ebo ne boni ade na chese bibi biara ono ABRONYE disi work bia no or evidence into wombra na ombe yiyi nsema no na zue na yenim said ABRONYE disi na oba be bie na no na nobody can intimidate me nobody can intimidate me nobody can intimidate me nobody can intimidate me no eno ne ABRONYE disi ne letter tetenti a wode ba ya na osre eye political asylum ediama these 8 different countries it says woman twa woman ni ama mehwe ne dia eyade a yebehu ane se NDC amanyoko no wo meku no osade ba bonte se abrante bia ye friend Mr. Set no e friend wo phone so e ka kire ne se se wanyai se dade de nyina no okasa editia eye NDC amanyoko na eyade a chese wo mu be yi ne firi ho na yes wo mu beku na nkasa wo ko CID fo ho ekoye complaint ni ade wo mkoye nhwehwemu ni ade nyina enwo so obi eno ho no ma just your friend Mr. Seta or CID office on ma we place call e de ama ono ABRONYE disi e kire se wo mo pese wo mo kire eno ada ena just Moses Aboa wono so eye former Greater Accra Youth Organizer wono so wo mo eko ni fie eko bowura ni fie ni ade na abrante ade be kasa na o kire se ba wo mo bowura ni fie ni ade nyina nipa ba akopɛ ena na wo mo hwehwere ni nyina no eye ABRONYE disi but ene de ye bushia mere mo kasa ya de achasa police for wo mo sa sho ABRONYE disi mo asabre wo chire mu astunenti a wo ma che ne de asat na we busua me ne mo kase wo mu nya fa ma bonten but trust me say enter say me so dwumedie so meti ha nyina no ya de amani di ekire de beto fom anase de be pie mu aba e de afa abronye di se ne chi a wo ma chiri nyina no ya de ame fa nka mo showdown dwumedie ya so e na me breaki e de amamo but before that no Bosi sabo enu ada chese a police for ekobowura ni fie ne mema akponti wo mo bowura ni fie ni ade anu wo mo so mo hwehwe eye abronye disi no mehye so obeka me ho na eja yakọ na yakọ akohwe sa videos no enu onu ankasa ne nsem a wodi tu dwa ne so emra sisi a Moses Abo ane awo no eye NPP amanyokuo no womo former Greater Accra Youth Organizer enu abira just womo bowura ni fie ho no ma na womo se womo hwehwe kwame abronye DC ane because asate enu ane de na ya ade just abronye na ye hwehwe ni bebi ya ye hu ni yesi yakoni fie ni ade nyina no na a police force womo hu bebi a wo na Moses Abo no ni obi a womo nim se woni abronye DC na da oni abronye DC na Sholoni na didi ni ade eno na nam so eja wo mo kobowura ni fie honom se wo mo kwa akohwehwe no na bebi a wo hye de wo ye ni ade nyina no ontumi enfantu dwa na dia police fonsa entumi enkoso ne munti asat enrada de koso ewo Moses Abo fie honom na busua yetie ni nyina no ede aba na NPP amanyokuo na ngasa ne da ni je nyina na busua ye betera ha ne ye ka wo masema ebia na obi ti bebi a na so obi ti nchen ya nipa na dwembe ye ne se ebia na ye mpe wo mo asema na se de bibi enyi tesa de bia metena fidiom ha me wasema me ka se me NPP ni ankasa 2016 me to aba ma NPP 2020 me to ma NPP even 2024 na menim se flag bearer na NPP amanyoku omede na ba no onye obi obetimi aboa Ghana fo no so na me de kokromote no eto aba edema NPP amanyoku no na ade bi wo hono me so abusua ekoso na se yentumi embie ya no anka ya ade a emwa party no last Saturday na NDC amanyoku no wo mo lawyer fo ne ade nyina no wo mo be hie mu ewo Kumasi hanum sei na wo mo be hie mu wo hanum sei no esi edu ketia kasa no na no okasa na o make statement bi say kane no na NPP for ye kase ye pe kukudam ye pe nyansafo ye pe nkrofo cheso o makọ school ni ade a na eye NPP for na je say eba NDC political party na title bi wo ho no aye de ato wo so say wo mo ne de eba na twutwu asem ni ade ya ade a wo mo ye ade wo ho papa ba na NPP party ne de ye hu wo say wo mo ye very very decent na so ende mini omi enu bedi wa dance say yade a NDC party no aba be ya kono ene party na ba benya enimonyam hwunku bi a me expect sanka NPP amanyokuo no sabre ya me no mo kase anka wo mo be hwe kwan a NDC for wo mo facts so in 2016 na wo bi ampe NDC political party na nim mpo ahwe na so obutumi ekeka niam disisi eni a ene NDC aba bedru bebi aba bedru nanka NPP for so acha no wo manage di akohonom na wo so ahwekwa ya wo mo befa so a wo mbema party no aba be ya kono because enne de ye busua me ne mo kase ye won krofo bi wo hon ma ye frɛ wo mo floating voters wo mo ni political party bia de emre so se ye kwa akoto aba de wo mo krape anase de hwunhwum ne be ka kire wo mo no saa dipa ne wo mo de kokromotin be to aba de ama wo mo but enne floating voters nimpo wo mo ba benya do hwunku bi e de ama NDC amanyokuo no na no ada just last week en Akwatia by election busua ekoso minu mienu nyina nim sanka Akwatia de anya hwe mpodie enka wo bi efiri mu de ga sanka NPP amanyokuo no wo mutumi enya sympathy vote wo sanka amafu mpotu obadema wo mo na ka wo mo candidate Solomon no wo tumi ebe take you over na so ko wie chire no na NDC candidate ni mbom na wogina ye no na bena ni mbom aba bedi nkonim na anka obi a ekunya beda honom ni poti ekunya no so we free mu anka omo be ye campaign na mu ode ankasa na anka omo timi awi no eniema anko ne sa amfa ma wo mo. And I still ask myself say ye wo executives a wo mu di NPP party nanim edebe pan wo mo ye di afa ho ahoboaboa be ne wo kwan be ne wo mo fa so a wo mo hwe say wo mo be fix party because day in day out at the chini adi sabia no ye betra fidiem hanu se di ye ka say baby a NPP party no ekeka konom ye nchekra ye be wan say NPP party no aba beda ni CPP sabe ya me ne mo ka se Kennedy o ne Japan nso wonam west ho no ma wono so ani abedi a wo ye campaign emu oden o make that statement ni po say yan hye na say yan pe leader papa afa namba no ambeje NPP party no amfansi ho no ma ye be hu ni say NPP party no ebeba beda no political party bi ti say CCC poyanda wono so ekasa de ma NPP amanyokuo no sorry poyanda wono so ekasa e de ma NPP amanyokuo no eyade achese wono so waka nsem na according to wono no wo so wo hwede ye ko so ewa Akwatia no se de NDC amanyokuo no wo mani abedi achese wo mo try ya se seat ni ade nyina no wo mo sa be so mo se enne na no sisumi na so onim se bantema constituency kura honom no eye NPP amanyokuo no wo mo stronghold no se ne nipa wo te so na se so buache se twedi abonya akopɔ to nsa de afrɛ na ba election aba beto honom a se de NDC fo no sabre wo mani abedi ni ade ne enye wo no po yando obi o ye NPP ni o se enye ne wonwa se NDC amanyokuo no kura betumi eteki eye bantema seat e de free NPP fo nsem intimitie enne executives a wo nyina ekeka sansem na mitumi bisa me ho se nti sansem na wo mo keka nyina no chese wo mo akasa de yawe wo mo akasa no wo mo nim se bebi a enne NPP party no ekeka kodo enye bebi a chese betumi aboa ena enkrofo wo mo do party ne de obi a wo se me ye NPP ni on de wuchu mu tan wo ye den ya wo ye NPP ni but just ended 2024 election na me expect sanka be sene eye signal bi e de ama NPP amanyoko mo mehu ni se da bi ye hwe vote a ye nya 2016 ye hwe vote yenya 2020 na 2024 vote so ye sanya ye no enye bibia ka betumi aboa nti the best ebusua me ameti ewu bisamia say de be pa na ka NPP fo betumi aye betumi aboa wom de di kan ene se wo mo beka wo mo ho abom se baako na sa entokwa Kennedy fo to bi ma BAWUMIA na BAWUMIA fo to bi ma Kennedy na Brian Champo fo so to bi de ma BAWUMIA ne ade sa internal entokwa na chese pege ne mu nyina no se wo mo nyina etumi tina se ehye agridi ground se hu ni se osimesi anase wo bente ene ye de ne kwa obetumi aboa nti ye nyina no whosoever win the primaries no ye nyina ye nka ye humbom na ye make sure se ye be support the pano okwa na ye nyina ya sa ye campaign e wo general election mu di ama nipa no na nipa na etumi edi nkunima. I personally think say e ya de anka beboa ye hwe Akwatia by election na NPP amanyoko wo mu lose sa seat na chese report ebusua efri no meba no trust me say sa report e ba nyina no e ya de ani enyanyan kasa ensem fata ena enye kama ankase de na NDC fo na wo mo kwa Akwatia uhu Ashanti regional minister uhu Joseph Yamin uhu Esiedu Nketia chese Julius Debra mu nyina no kostomi Akwatia chese wo mo ko se yefunu ba kumuma ekoye campaign de mu oden we ba no abekasa chese movie actors ne actresses ebusua wo mo kopie mu Akwatia the weekend to the election on Tuesday ebusua na enya asem ketwa na chese ya dia wo mani abedi NDC no ma ye juma nkasa wa Akwatia no mo nim say definitely sa seat da ya dia wo mo beje ba ye hye political party ye friend NPP a NPP for ko wo mo nko Kennedy ono nko na ko ye BAWUMIA ono nko na ko ye JFK mo ni ade wo chese enkabo ma ye friend no enkabo man kasarum e ya dia ebi ni party ni mu na wotina baby na oka na oka say bia the current executives of the party they are the ones destroying the party obi adwenya nya ne se ebia na da ne de nyina no wotena ha ya na okasa de makede de ohine Japan nti no the current executives na ebia wo mpe wo masem de bia nte sa nanso enne ye hwe bebi a party ne keka kwa ne CPP party no ye first president Kwame Nkrumah ono de CPP bai ebusu enne CPP ye hwe fiti Kwame Nkrumah time ebesi na me ne mokase when was the last time I was a CPP yakwa election bo mo wato so third. When was the last time? And said the NPP, keka kwani adie, se current executives nankasa mono, se woman tnase, na woman keka womuti amoma, NPP will soon be like CPP, and yeah, yadie da honum. The current executives of NPP, sa woman keka woman sase, na woman madri ne de trimuna nye juma, enche ebeba bedani CPP, and not there amenemoka say, ebusia empeni phobia no mo NPP party ni mo a woman nyina ne koye no, woman shase a woman ba bonti a woman kasa, and ne will be a worker se bia no blame the current executives of the NPP because they are failing and destroying the political party called NPP. Abrante ya your friend Chairman Buga and NPP Chairman Buga. NPP Chairman Buga ya nanu ada azoka ewa Akwatia was shown na no yes wo bebirim ne ade chese odin sembia to dwabusia ne nsem na ode atodwan mi ankasa mbiti he kra ya de a wasi egu me san se abrante ye obi a minim se wono no china ne na so de ma NPP ankasa ono ankasa betu nanum tuo na nanum tuo abusia wo beto ye no en wo kire se NPP amanyoko ne ba be kwa Akwatia ba election pono chese wo man plan o planning na your friend planning ebushia woman planning bi chese woman tena se and strategizing ya ma hu ni se election ya ye ba be kwai ye for security men say ene nko honum ye be kwa akoda he ye be kwa akoye say ye be fa hanum say ye nyina ye nka ye hu bo according to Chairman Bugano was NPP amanyoko Akwatia ba election wo m koye they went very naked or say sanka wonum pono sada no anko owu ya na so obi prana na so obi bo ne mani wuya anka temale na yie anka bia NPP pani bie no honom kran ka ebusua obetu land cruise ya na say VAT bi e dia ba be pie mo na yi asese wone na ba be su wo se ebre e ba be so so mo ba be kwa Akwatia ono nkasa fa phone en wo friend na bia minu mienu nim se wono na ye national organizer e de ma NPP amanyoko ebisa na bi se Akwatia bato ya ye kwa akwatwim aye bia ye security for wo mo ye say security men say and ye do omoko a whole national organizer entumi amane figure a whole national organizer no when to me and chere say Akwatia ya ye ba be koi ye ni nipa say na ebeko ye kwa ye say mo be kwa akoda ho oso onu akasa mo no hu ebre wo kodu Akwatia be bia no odi ni tibe tumpo na busua na ya de na eye den edema no wo se ene acting NPP general chairman chairman Bute mpo no be bia no odi ni timpo beto no na ya de na eye den we chere say ye wo individuals bi wo NPP party ni one they know very well say the current executives of the NPP they are the ones destroying the party but obeka sisi ana yes ye bibi koso a party ni na nkoye na wa ba bonten wa ba beka na ya na bibisa be ho say nti e mane ma bonten beka no onfa hye ne ho no nka na nuntuma na okopia mu Akwatia hwede akoso abrantie mia nani o try ya senko mu be ye campaign kra na ka NPP amanyoko ne candidate na ye Solomon Asumadu na ko metumi ato abade amano but NPP amanyoko na nka se be kwa Akwatia no they didn't prepare themselves or say as at that time na chese wono no wonya baby mponda na imagine the whole chairman yi akoya ne kakraka ne food de hyi na student mattress ebusia student mattress o ena Solomon ya no ye NPP for candidate wo de man wo siesie party office ba ko no de man no dai mekei no se ya no for yes sasa wo mo pra no wo mo gas e de wo mo akwa akoda hotel Edwama koda hotel na wo ba bonte na obeka NPP fo asema obi se party ni na wo say ne party ni na wo destroy ni sisi a ema yenka nokra ne fanchire the current executives yenka de fanchire wo na whole national organizer ye be kwa bato na whole national organizer entumi a organize niama anhwe mpanifo ebeba bebi ebi be kwa akoda bebi a ye di security fo befa yenye say mo ye sure senka sa city ni NPP betumi awini ana. You go to an election without being prepared. Na kamo be say mo win this election. There was no way we share NDC for. Just woman nyina bom no ma ye campaign no ma kasa na bibia deda na akwa nso bibia ye fe. But my political party, which is NPP, it was a different thing altogether. How are they going to win? E kwan be na akwa mo be fa so no metumi awini aye Akwatia election no. Na a whole chairman Akwatia mu Akwatia, they were supposed to spend 3 to 4 days. Na baby abusia wodi tiba tumpo no na ye den edi amano, and he was receiving threats. Abusia, he went in the name of NPP. At the end of the day no ye ku na nka ye ku ni kwasi eku anko ye kremoni so anka sabre ye busu amene wo kase anka ye sie ne da ka sabre chairman buga anka ye sie ne da o se ne ma amene ne papa fafo na so mo frɛ na wo mu sinisuo esanso wo di party na chi o onim se wo di NPP echi be ba na ho bambo a che se NPP fo ntumi protect no NPP for they cannot protect or no chairman buga. It's imagine obi a wo ye chairman wo party ni mu mpa na eka sa asem we yo. How much more youth are and wo mu di party na chi wo mu future et saying ebusia ensem dey trust me chairman buga wa kebia nkasa ebusia mesre se obeka me ho ne yakọ akotie ne nsem ni nyina from bra wo frɛ chairman bute ene chairman bute kasa ya chairman bute beka se ofre eye JFK mpo JFK ntumi mpeke ne call to the time okopie mu Akwatia obefrɛ na bi ne na bi be twa so se obi a ye be kɔ election mu ni security mu nya preparation wo general wo ye national organizer no wo so we gye dia show bi nsa ensam de waka bia nkasa me so obeka me ho ne gya yenkɔ na yenkotie ni nyina no emra sisia.
I will destroy all of you. What? You people should update us. What is going on? 1 week to Akwatia by election. Bute. Unem dia Bute catcher me. Me donya me catcher dia Bute catcher me. Bute catcher me Alaji, acting national chairman of the New Patriotic Party. Or say Alaji, I don't know anything about Akwatia by election.
Oh, NS ya kumi.
Na me catcher me say, ADDAI one Fred General Secretary. No catcher me say what Fred General Secretary for the past 5 days today. Or Fred General Secretary in fact.
And to more na ma
say this is what the first vice chairman said. That on Fred General Secretary 5 times. Let me phone a Fred General Secretary. Let me say General Secretary, yes. The acting national chairman, Bute said he called you 5 times, you didn't pick. What is the problem? Me, we are white kura. No, General Secretary me baha na afonyo market ho. Na afonyo market hwe me say na afonyo market say, hey Alaji, o say na kra. Wo opposition no dia wo di no pa. This is what afonyo market told me. I swear to God. Afonyo market say Alaji, maya dawo opposition no dia to whole national executive. Wo na wo di opposition ye pa, wo di opposition no pa. Let me be Bute. What Bute say, he don't know anything. Skabia no ho ba no. Let me say necessary ya ko ba election me sign. Na poto. Me sa frɛ Nanabi. Your security system no. Say security nipa sign na be call. The national organizer couldn't tell me how many securities are we sending them as a personal security yedo omuko Akwatia. Or see, omudi asemno security bibia adima headquarters. Na me say na me kura me kuntakwa ama me kuntakwa platform no ama mini na bi kura ema exchange of words. Na me catch say na bi why? Headquarters is a national officer. And that you go Akwatia by election day no. Because headquarters was all. Azoka baya kasa basa say kami born to from no. Headquarter mu obu wahe. But almost headquarter na manage security. Yabe feel omu ha ko Akwatia. So we went to Akwatia naked. Say anka mu kumi Alhaji Masoud Akwatia. Anka mi family anka dagomba fu aboka. Anka national officers no because tamale don't be my yi. Mi mami ti tamale, mi mami hu video no. Mi mami su ni say adan tonka omu kumi. Mi mami say mi no obi awi asiwe Alhaji e wu na mi wo. O papa wu nyanda. Adan mi mami up to date so. Anka me wu Akwatia dogomba fu na be ya yi. Anka national officers no bi kura. When na be fa na cruise aba tamale kura. Adata mawu. Me see we went to Akwatia that winning. Me kachira buto wa na buto kachira me say see wa fra general secretary no wa hu general secretary wo ko Akwatia. So na me say okay me su me but you
didn't even go there as a group.
As a group
we kwa.
Me see tie buto do ko Akwatia. No kachira me say na me kachira say me ba. No or say okay. No mo send me location hotel o mo wo. Or send me location. Me free Accra kakra. Cause I'm a sama no. Na buto friend me say wa yire fi ne mpaboa. Ne never be anko di beba because I better ho be 3-4 days. Ne yire e di ba so ada me ntwa no baby a me wo no. Na ne yire no fa ne ma no mbra me. Na me from mbra no awa Akwatia. Na me twa no more than 2 hours. Na ne yire no di ne never ba na me pu mi car mi Land Cruiser mo. Eduru mi ba ekwa na mi twom ko Akwatia sa omoduru Akwatia no o si woduru Akwatia wa French general secretary no jono sa general secretary fa so ono no wanya dan kura national chairman nya dan hotel dan awa Akwatia hotel sunu nyina ye ma why na high hotel no na ye ma no na national chairman kasant mi nya hotel by the party na bi san na udahin no ka kire mi say order ADDAI Adesso, the national chairman of the acting national chairman, only treasure. Me call no mumenu da. Me call no mo say, o manya dem back woman.
Our Adesso. Before me call, Edu Akwatia, na me ko hun peace no number. No mo say dan kura maji. Unim, me buy. Na me say na treasure. Say see when na be high dan man. Yan your boys na dia. No so no so onim. Me na me yi me sika. High me die. That day no die. I chile me buy. Me ba Akwatia. Me ntimi ko Adesso no na Akwatia wa. Yasu operation. Who operation no dia operation o mo ya dia operation o won. So I say won kasa ya wa operation towards going to the election. Unim adia san here no. Na me ni dan kura baby am be da wa Akwatia. Me ko tina peace no hall. 12:30 anajo ekobo 1 na peace no buy. That is the following day to election. Peace no buy say meti Akunja no. Na peace say Alhaji ADDAI. Am je to me ni dan. O fra treasure say onihwi. O fra first vice say oni dan. Treasure ka tusu obia na bi online organizer. Una nka obe ma obia dan. Organizer o ma dan. Peace no asumadu. Anajo no na asumadu ma o mo be pepa dan bi o si fie no obia ni fie no o mo pepa obia ni dan no dan baby ayeye internal coalition no sa dan ho dan bi wo ho asumadu ma o mo pepa dan no anajo no no mo di student mattress ebra mine Aziz Futa no mo di student mattress bakuma Aziz Futa no mo di student mattress bakuma me no mo to ho na me da me da yakura me tina sa ejuni sa ma dia chinye pato adie chinye na me se dia election na koyi so eswore anapano na bute me fira bute ba only treasure nyana me se treasure na se sia fuel kura ana se sia po man konfosika na se sia ba ba no when they take care of us na hotel ni nyina yemma mba ya hwan mu yemma no when they rent this hotels no na party national officers. So there were set hotels rooms available.
No.
NPP for penny for the bina high.
Me see
hotel almost Akwatia hotel in Ayama. But Mpanyifo no mo ba omo gum sisan. Na ya national officers me tie national coordinator me ni national third vice eba dan bia no ho. This is a mania yedi call election way. So masa say national chairman kura ka say onim de ekoso
enti no mo nhihye any be a constituency no and I say candidate no ono so no nhihye na enya de bi say mo che da hihye am na hia obi a ye na
obi nka kira wo say yes sorry ye wo unanimous in Shashabi, young who says, say, na strategy be a bianho. Me, wouldn't me, General Secretary, Emma, me 10,000. Since you ever call away, no, a year, no, let call it. Now, 10,000 back would be woman me 10, young coin, no, the 10,000 be breme. Now, me, I'm catch a General Secretary, say, General Secretary, why wouldn't him say, mean to me for 10,000? And call Akwatia say national officer me for 10,000 kokoye election and I me call no let me say who I want him sir but me no General Secretary but the way me need to we fine me ka bibia let me catch as he said no young pay sika me see me sorry ye me fuel me sika me che wo ho me bibia me ye me amu na me kope me sika
o ko chase ka kakao
we are national officer. National officer want to be do baby Abraham Cheska because and yet even voters your party members omobano you have to give me call youth organizers beba be show we mu beba be show when you should party suman so maybe free her me the 50,000 na me the same go to me sika obia no ma me sika 50,000 and no na me to me the car two na call and na me to fuel edugu cash no and nante pato na amania when na you say you cock winning election you better winning election way abra yeah so me no this time around me to me jina emma nkrofo we say nipa onya ya wu dia ntakwankwa enya ntakwankwa na ye Alhaji Masaudu Ajima me I am disciplined person we are when bisa me study committee wo neck wo we are when we can some neighbor against party no be tiaw because yen nyina ye ti honom no party no na ema yen nyina ye bibi enya why na ye obi abra party no ni ho party no na ye makodi ye kodia e point no be si wo enya sa party no na ema na bi ye na bi obeye this deputy CEO NSS no be board chairman our Buffalo stocks Dr. China party no na bibi Akufo-Addo appointing deputy this ambassador to China mikina honom no party no na nde party no na me Alhaji Masaudu with that NPP I don't have any life so that is the reason why me di kuma na me ko Akwatia na me ko nam na azoka te me ba be ka samwe pasawe azoka nkasa nim se o mo jami na ni no azoka ntimi ni one bit oni ko awusu let's
Ebusia Masaudu aka Chemambuga wo hwe ne kasa ye munyina na eyade achese wodi ya o ne rahwo ne ho ankasa esanse wo hwe from the start our shase the sacrifices onim se ya nyehwe no ye candidate e na ahre ne nkwa nti candidate ahre ne nkwa ne apa obi na o replace na se by election ba be koso a ye kwa Akwatia no as NPP e wo se yetumi plane e wo se yetumi etena se ne ye hyehye de ma ene ade Osi NPP party no emu bia ni onom san hyehye ni ade nyina no eyade abusua ankoso na wo bia wono mpo no wo ye national organizer ntinka program say wono na woso wogina ne naso na nko wo hyehye ni ade na ono chairman buga ba bebisa na bi say na bi security say ene yade kwa Akwatia osi meja ye de ama Henry Cote en wotie chairman buga osi Henry Cote ni mpo na yade a wantu ne nan mpo amfansi Akwatia hono mo Inti ye betena ha ni ye ka say NPP party no adichi ni adise bia no na party no eseye ebusua ye dika na say ye ndinka. Last week, me betena fidiem hanum say on Wednesday and Thursday, about the current executives of the NPP say, Sankrofo when na womo say party no, Sankrofo when womo destroy NPP party no, Sankrofo when womo pia washuno na manne, oshuno na kwa pia mu wonwura mu hono ma che say, onto me emma fie no, yempe kwan ya ye be fa so Sankrofo ni nyina no, ye be shift womo de agu baby, na yenhwe new executives a womo betumi aboa party no, wobisima yenka recently ya nipa 5 wo mo kopeke eye nomination form so mbeso mo be flag bearer de ma NPP each and every person etua 46 billion Ghana cedis ebuhwenye ska ketwa 46 billion menka million 46 billion eno ni sika each person biara etua inti yembisa ye ho se NPP amanyoko no be ko election inti muntu me plane na muntu me nyi sa sika na amanfo betua ye no sika je se NPP aba mu ba e solid yes inti man je se man nya backup bia inti party ni sika bia inti man tumi ansie sika se bia bibi sise ya na se bibi po be ko se ya je ne sa sika na e ba be kwa ana man tumi anya bi oso wo wu ya kase bi nkwase wu na wewu anka pani bia no hono mo betu V8 aba ba pie mo temale se oba eya masa wudu oba na yio oso nko bia no hono ma wo beba chese amanfo nim se wono masa wudu no chese yade a chese ba ne ntokwa atutu aseme no ne ade a chese oye ade wo ose enye no ne ade a wo ye wo ho party ni no wo do san se eye party ni na ma wo no chemambuga ne nsatumi kwana no enti no ohye kwan ye obefa so party ni be yeye asa the time a wo mo be kwani ade na okopie mu onu bebi a wo bedampo no na ye dendi ama na asa 12:30 am oti bench so peni a chese onu so sacrifice de ma NPP o na chairman bute onu kure nya bebi mpo amfa ni ti anto okwa dash na ho han hotel ene okoda ya na nya masa wudu nya bebi and obi be ka say ye news ana inti JFK na nabi national treasure ni ade inti mutena se ya mudchi like agin na ye adwuma agin ne kleke se inti baby a party ko inti den ye be ya ye betumi afixe party no mutena se ya sa agin na tumi bom tirimo mutumi keka ne amasie ni se inti yenye de ben pa na ye tumi ama party a na kane na ya akono no party a sede na nipa bebre na eni je ho party a ne ye kase wo mo ye intellectuals party a ne ye kase share NPP party ne de e ya lawyer for party a ne ye kase ye wona wo makoshuku party a ne ye kase NPP de wo mo ndidi atem party a ne ye kase NPP for de wo mo ba wo mo be ye bibia chese be so fie bia so no enne yembisa sa party ni na busua ye hu ana NPP ani enim ni kufu abreso no sa party ni na nne ebusua ye hu ana uka no ma be you omo ho ano na uko TikTok chese esem say someone like Nanabi someone like your friend say JFK ne wo mo keka ho no chese wo mo use the face of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia the moment a wo be ba bonte a bibi nkoye na be ba beka no some people think say bia you are attacking Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia but nobody is attacking Bawumia we are only speaking facts say the NPP party we knew some time ago we are seeing a different NPP party altogether. They need to do something to fix the party now. Sempono enye Kennedy mpona ebia bushama no sisumi na so obedi nkunim nyame yadmo on the 31st of January 2026 eno de yenim say ye den ya wonu na ebedi nkunim na mpono senyonu no obedi nkunim na say ye Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia mpona beba ana say Brian Echampo mpona beba ana Educhumi mpona beba ana say AGYAPONG mpona beba they need to fix the party before they can win 2028 election. Sasuni banwe ebusuya yamfa nkọ election moko eyi ablekuma ye brimu abushia enya asem ketewa na masa kwa piemu Akwatia na nka mo beye de ese na efata no. You people went without any security, you people went without any organization, like months na siam plot ya ndwin we hu chese man plan hye musole ya na gbera na tu nipa tu no amko na nipa 3 no amko na nipa 4 no amko. So NDC 4 na eba wo hu say yes NDC 4 na eba no. NDC 4 ba wo hu say ani NDC 4 na eba no na afi eba ne saying NDC in 2004 near the chow cry wonje. Even NDC in 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016 ebusia near the NDC nimpo chawa wonje. Nanso na yenhwe NDC. And na yenfa yeni hwe NDC o na yenhwe NPP party no. Yenhwe NPP party eto de bia ye ka yesiane e na NPP nkokrasam ne doso na nkokrasam ne doso anya bia JFK wo we onya akokra o na bi wo we onya akokra o na so party na ekosen party no ekosen mesi enne NDC for Malek Basenteli say ye de ne gina hompo ne ye ka se NPP ni pani o wa NPP ni wo de ye for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia mpombra say ye kwa abato a trust me say Malek Basenteli ni po benya vote e de eja eye Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia NDC Malek Basenteli awoye young guy and why you no dan we obenya vote amanfo beto abadi amano e de asen Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia e sense NDC party no they are trying their best say wo mo be build the party NDC try wo mo build NPP aden NPP party na den wo mo nsam pe futuo woman sound pekasa chere chese wo ba they are always right. They think whatever they are doing is right. Inti wo na wano de wo na beba bonti abeba be kasa no ebusua ye beba be show mu ni aba be ho wa paso ye beba be show mu ni aba be ho she NDC ba be mu sorry am say they are using the police to intimidate you. Ye be say ye wo say mu akasa as political party and she be na mo so maya mo so mo de beba mo ho ban. If NDC is trying to intimidate you people, it is understandable. Na muankasa political party nso and she be na mo so maya muankasa so mo de bom ho by. This is the question I am asking. Chese focus ni nyina ye and ye 2026 ye flag bearer and ye flag bearer. Se mo ye flag bearer nimpo wie na se muankasa manye mo homework that flag bearer you would represent 2026. Nobody cares about the flag bearer. The NPP will lose another election. Someone ye mo homework ye ya mo ko fa twedi amponyanko pompo e de ne ba NPP is going to lose that general election. NDC candidate ya ebusua owini ye ewo Akwatia no wakasa ogante interview wa Sempa TV na wo kasa no ebusua ni statement a wo make ye no e ma me hu say NDC for they have really learnt their lessons. Ose ebra wo mu yi ni se wo no emeye a parliamentary candidate enfama NDC for no na ye wo NDC for ni bi wo ho no ma na woman ni enje ho say ya select you no until right after the election ono ni mpanifo wo mu ko obia na so baako ekopa achew eni bi kokasa ye voters anu omu buefu ekopa wo mu chew eni wo mu kokasa ye ni ade say sisi ano ekwan bia ye befa so bia ye be wini bia no e wo se ye wini e wom se bufo wo hono ba we de ye srem ankasa monto oba ne mfa maye na monto oba ne nso de maye ya e ya de ye ma e ya akwatiafo manim enwu aseda but when it comes to NPP amanyoko no ebusua wo ma anya primary so NPP Akwatia wo ma anya primaries wo mu chese ya kwatena dem ye planning ye plotting ye say ye di Solomoni beba be si honom and ye di Solomoni be si ho enu ntina na anu ada me betena ha be ka say I must say was the choice of the people and parliamentary candidate Bernard Bediakwe wonu so di nanu atum say e bisa say MP before ye campaign obi hu ama say wo honom na da bi obi ehu amase because woman ye primaries and nipa na amokofa ne ba ye no NPP ankasa because you people are not united into no na we nam ha na we nam ha na we yafa ha na we yafa osesa ne ma ne nyina aka hu bi e na ama NPP party no woman tumi awini Akwatia no NDC ni no and wakasa asem o say womo to womo primaries ni wieye no and womo hu baby a fort ni free womo hu de chese be hinda womo from winning Akwatia seat ni to womo try say womo be sisa gab na abeda hodom no into obi a womo tia ne nan so bia no womo ko nipa ne na so ekopa ne chew ekwafo womo nim so womo ye NDC fo a na wonu so ayi Bernard ni mpo no na womo mpe na asem mpo no womo ho ko sre womo. There were people who wanted to contest that Akwatia seat but NPP fo entie wo bia and womo ko pedia Solomon idi ne ba setim yembisa 2020 na mu seat yesay 2016 na mu seat yesay 2020 na mu kopia mo parliament house mu seat yesay 2024 mu seat yesay and na adechi ni ade se bia na they are walking out of parliament and na yes NDC fire say MP before they have walk out of parliament MP before they walk out of parliament MPP are walking out MPP ya press conference just say obi any party ni mu a obetumi de ne naye si form said there be baby a party ne kika ko ne mu gu party no obi any won mu obetumi akasa emsia NDC Bernard Baidu a wono ewini ye eye MPP edema NDC amanyoko no ewo Akwatia no yenko na yenkotie ne nsem no emra sisia credit no enko emfama Asempa TV yenti emra sisia
one was MPP for first and foremost me in my candid opinion yeah push them that imposition did not help them
selection no man for primaries no
at all me kwabe me nua prekupe.
But sir, and me didn't come 3 days ago. No, say we're representing the crowd as council.
Me ni bibia man.
Okay.
Ni bibia me na me man. I mean the legal aspect. Yes. I mean there was even a time no auto property be NDC ni yo. I mean no pa. Auto property no that due diligence say me and me who near me bi o. And so NDC ni pa your branch officer. Me catch am say don't pay.
Okay.
Papa need me say don't pay until so be correct sa man because that is my professional and no who school back.
Sure.
Aha di me fa nye amanyo se nti ono so ni bibia o ka kire me so na ekoba say minim so MPP ni me so NDC but professionally ni ya adwumabo akoba say ugina fa na mgina fa eti but for me the political cost no and na me hwe because even if say Kwame call primaries and na owini ya and no catch will be say until the campaign ya in this election ono abo amase otiase yo wonu
wankwa campaign ni bi
ya fa chebisa nti ya ni o masem no ekoye te say obi a sebe wanya accident boni nkwachi na ohu ati moja fi ho ba ohu sa ha na ekro nti ubehwe mia and obi nso a onya internal injury nti we hu ba bia na ti nti on do fo so you okay ya de NPP nti wo hwe ya elect mi wie ye no ya party phone bi kasa ya ntoma no kwame asoma du be di aba no nti ehu problem no man kasa ya ko bia na so ba bia se ebu nkotodwe ba bia se ya kire nsemu e kire OTV bibio enjoy tin kabom ne bai empenfo atitiri wa many omko elections me ko bia fie ko srel
just to get them on board
we the man ko primaries it mo dwen zamu ye together. But when you yaudi will be more. Also, my Kusi assembly. There is a senior of my Ufikusi, Lawyer Reid, who really wanted the North.
Nanko also per se primaries by Ankobe.
It is all the command in Yakwa where deny no. You matter there, saying your problem. Party and a party no ship system no edge mao. One day you can next time. But Matemasem ya then. That is injury no ye internal. Yeah, the NDP. For me, I'm not to suggest to them what they should do, but that is it. And now, how do you draw up a poster? Who confidence? Would you? Yes. No, I could draw poster now. Who photo there? Now they. Or your running mate.
Yes.
So
me ba
strategy no there.
Busia NDC amanyokuo no parliamentary candidate a wo presenting no Akwatia wodi nkunim ne Bernard Baidu ene yakwa Akwatia na ba no wutie final part na was say how on earth say ye election na candidate na mo presenting no my banner na sa candidate no onu mbom dem na nipa na awewu no mode onu mbom aba betu anim kakraka chese de we shine their best say anko mbenya sympathy vote ne de ebibeba o ba mo akasa na mo be ko election e was say mo prepare e was say mutumi e plan mutumi ekeka niam asisi ani ntini se manya ne sa dia election na mo kon mutumi ninkunim. What here say? What she said here? NDC for kwanya chesa right after one primaries na kwanya one fast one chesa one kwa amafo na so ni amafo kwa kasaye mo amanya primaries no e de ben na mo ye mo na man kwa primaries no e de ben na mo ye chesa NPP party na nkasa no enu ti na de bia meka no me say each and every current executive of the NPP must go. And you can say yes, so they all must go because your friend and they are destroying the NPP, they are destroying the party called NPP. One more say no, one more NPP and yakono biom, one more amafu bebre na achi one more the free NPP. And very soon, ye be one is another political party biaba. Na sa political party neba, sa party no beba be yakono the ache NPP party no. And na yan she baby e be fa bia obi e bo MPP fu echi wona wo mo mpe MPP papa wo mo ne wo mo ka sempa de fa MPP hu sisi amemu ni mmemu amota hwa eye shoulder dwumede munim se me ade na ya sempa meka enya sempa mebo wo mechi aha min chantro wa ha eye ameka say eye bi ameka say ye bi but I am saying it again say the current executives are destroying the NPP. I am not so wrong say emne bi etwemu ene acting national chairman Bute onu ankasa by right after say ye kwato 2024 ba ni wiye en was say onu mpo na wo ye chairman Bute no onu kra no obetumi aka say the current executives of the government no e was wo nyina no etumi stepping down because they have failed NPP supporters. Chairman Bute, nenu masem enebushe ne me kama munyina mate say ono Chairman Bute no ono nebetu nenu tuoka say the current executives of the NPP e was who be stepping down no ono Chairman Bute no e yade ono kra one contest biom go say ye ni wo 87 parliamentary candidates 87 no and the so no instead of them fixing their party na MPs so no ye do go parliament house no so am so work out and so am work out e be dey na party na ye e be ye dey na MPP party no aye adai ni mo akasa na adai ni mo ne kasa ye no sasem we matena fidiem ha kapen but said the American we say esan me ne de mama obi ehu ni say I support Kennedy or hine Japan because of ne niema bi eni suban bi a wadan ne di ama me na ya so me hu say ba pesu oba obetimi aba bebo no tumi aba ba GMPP party ne de besu wonte ne me be ka obi nim say bi a eye party ne na mempe na bi a mpesa me say party no abronye DC issue a ebuhia na me ne mo kase wono so ya chini obeka asem bi say before ansan wono ne beba abonten beba beka no na eyade a wo ma hyehye dada abronye DC no sa video no mebo wa ha mebo wo fidiem ha so ya ama metiefo no mahwefo nyina te say o say before the NPP will come out to say something na eyade a wo ma tena se a plan ya plot and that time do na attack ni nyina ne ko Kennedy so I kept wondering say where from so obi a yakọ election na election a yakọ ye yakọ akọre na instead of sanka ye be share free bottom no ye ni baby e fresh sisia no they are so in a hurry so mo be ye ya flag bearer Ediama party no rather than focusing on the base rather than focusing on the foundation the Ember party no no focusing they are not focusing on that but they are heading to the top nipa na just obeba be gira ban show no show no oba be wave you no that is the person they are focusing on and sasem we ya me be kan ya na manfo na menya adwe and then adai ni mo so waka bi na adai ni mo statement a wo make ye no I say NPP party no UK branch hono no program ɛkɔ so na program na ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ hɔ nom no na bi ɛkɔpie mu wɔ hɔ bi JFK kopie mu wɔ hɔ bi ɛna Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia na nkasa mu no wɔno so kopie mu ɛwɔ program na se na Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia kɔgye mic a wɔ kasa no ɛna Bawumia ɛba bɛka sɛ ɛwɔ sɛ yɛtumi select ɛyɛ flag bearer ntɛm sɛ deɛ ɛbɛyɛ a saa flag bearer no obetumi anya a lot of time na ɔde prepare towards the next election ɔsi saa statement no was made somewhere May wɔn mo free UK baayɛ na ɛna wɔn mo kɔ neck meeting saa neck meeting na ebusu amde ba abonte be kire Ghana fo nyina se nyame ya adoma on January 31st 2026 that is when they are selecting their flag bearer now what carry no say whatever the NPP is doing no wo mu ya so wo mu de be fa nipa wo mu de be favor nipa ba ko na sa nipa na wo mu pese wo mu favor no Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia but that thing they are doing is rather going to destroy the NPP party ebusia sa asem we menkan Ebusia sasem women tina fidie hanum say enka penyana I have said it countless times say why pan ebusia oba so obeba besrawo na se bi oba ni nyamaye wonya se ne oba ni case ka oba ni nyantuntum kura se bia meba na se memma wo se masem mpa mesiesie mi dem emema idro ya beye ma wo mo be ma so di gina hwe mesema bo beye sis ebre wo ni oba ni nkasa ma ni ngintum se meba na se memma wo se ma bo beye sis ntia na send your body baby ya be wunti at the end of the day no oba na mbe ene why na eba be si dan yebusia onkoto ahwea enkoto blocks enkoto cement emobi metu foundation na wo hya ase a o se me to pop niam de egu ho why na yesa why ene yesa say obesi dan o se me di kaya kwa akoto fan na makwa akoto light ebre yentu foundation no anya bia fan ne light no wo de bebo ma pempe ma na se would bebo me na se why na yesa it's them deciding say we need to choose somebody who is going to be the flag bearer first before san ebusia ya be kwa choose a national executive so there is a question mark there it's abronya so ba no be make statement to say whatever they do no na wo matena se planning and Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia is going to become the next flag bearer of the NPP. I came to sit here and I said it say and Crawford when na wo mu ye na they know what they are doing. I said it say the echo party ni mu nyina no they know what they are doing. Wo mani da ho no papa and asama me kan ye eno na nne ebusua ADDAI NIMO so dia ba beto aso no Ebusia video credits no enko for my joy news yankwe na yenkoti ADDAI NIMO nsem no mrasisia.
There is bias of party executives towards one candidate. Who is this candidate?
There was a meeting in London,
right,
by the UK branch of the New Patriotic Party, and that meeting was attended by the General Secretary Justin Kodia, National Organizer Nana Boakye, and 2024 flag bearer or presidential candidate Dr. Bawumia. I think either late May or early June. Another meeting, 2024 flag bearer said the party should elect its flag bearer by January 2026 so that the flag bearer can have enough time
to campaign.
3 years to campaign. Immediately they returned from the London meeting. There was a National Council meeting that was held on 17th June 2025. And that is where the decision was made to conduct the presidential primaries on 31st January 2026.
And you think that the decision had already been taken by this small group of people to force it on the National Council?
Because this matter was in the public domain. And then National Council goes to take a decision. What is the impression?
But
you have up to December 2026 to elect a flag bearer. So why would you also want to go for that early January election?
Maybe the justification.
Whilst you haven't done your base work well, whilst the rebuilding, the reorganization is supposed to follow the cycle that has closed now after 2024 elections, and then you want to circumvent the whole process and say that, look, let me go and start from the top. Then when I finish the top, then I can come down in that order. I mean, where do you find such a democratic culture being implemented. I have never seen it anywhere.
And you think this whole process has been schemed just to favor Dr. BAWUMIA?
Absolutely.
Ebusia ADDAI NIMO ene Akwatia na ba no nti NPP party no say yebetena ha ne ye ka ebusia yenim de ye ka papa esan say gradually me see NPP party na ye den esai ba nti no mo kwotena se na mo plan na mo plot se yenye saade we se de be ya ebe favor nipa ba ko a na wo mo de saade na ba nti the remaining candidates and as the remaining aspirants na aka no chese wo mo ne de anka mo benya kura anka mo de BAWUMIA na be chichire Ghana for come by force man kan the remaining aspirants no maka wo mo nyina de egu dem. But that thing you people are doing, you need to sit down and ask yourself say okay say ye koyi flag bearer ne kura entema e a candidate in Kano, one with the Kokromotino ever to Abadia Masani Panana. Yatras ye beside your home. What is the base in the NPP base in a panel and near my air saying? Instead of saying mobile build a party, no, Sanya money the bush any woman is show. Hey, what they building the party here? Their focus is we need to elect a flag bearer, and even the flag bearer, no, me and hey, ebusia, me name says I carrot executives. I dear woman here, it is to favor just one person. I don't need somebody to tell me. I know. And at the end of the day, no, some more no more question them. No more selective flag bearer. Now the neighbor back ever shagana fonsa. Do you expect the Ghanaians to vote for the person? Ghanaians will not vote because that is not the candidate they want. And baby, I will be fabia to Krobia will be Romubiano. A lot of people are saying, baby, as you see a part in a Karakono, Ashum Jay and Nasa will be just say, or ye kukudrunia or waiting about Baja parts in this way, Canada in Japan. Saying, yeah, Kennedy, I am forgetting a part in the Guanesa. That is what people are saying. I'm not the one saying it. And only sama ama for eka say without Kennedy akumpre ko in Japan NPP party no end to me emma power inti adenti na montana se na se dia mukoye wa Akwatia pepeja ayusholo boni be si no honum se santan mo san kofom na mo bisa amanfo na sa niema na sa suban kankan na abowura mu na ese party no mo hye kwaye mo be fa so mo be fixe ada nanu dia mo hye ebusia ADDAI NIMO ne nsam na nso ho no ma o oto aso na wo ye no same 2024 abana NPP koto ye na nkasa no na message a ebusia ye friend message na NPP fo ni bi once 2024 abana ye koto ye na NPP fo ni message. The only message they had was free senior high school. The messenger na ekita NPP for asat ye kwato mo de sa message ni ba 2016 Ghana for to abai ma mu say boom 2020 Ghana for na san ye campaign ma mu because na sa free senior high school na this for say it cannot be possible ni ade ni ye sa free senior high school ni de MPK inti na rodan kwaku for do ba ye no obe ma free senior high school ni be ye possible ene ye hu say free senior high school na ye possible de ene na rodan kwaku for do to aso na rodan kwaku Fado betua so 2020 na yakodu 2024 na NPP yesabe ko election na monsanfa another message ma na 2016 message ni 2020 message amu UC ye with free senior high school monsa so ade no aba ene NDC for kra ba ye bu free senior high school so o mentwemo said na mo ye no mo betwem no mo betwem se ya me bisa se intiri ye be ko 2028 no message be na mo de ba NPP Yebeko 2028 election message Ben Amodeba because your focus was on a free senior high school that you people used on 2016 and 2020 2024 man for message biamba into 2028 no mo message na free senior high school and NDC for buy no wo ma ba be shemu kenantini sisi ano ye koduru ho no ma mo message ebede na ADDAI NIMO ne nsama wo ka no ene busia wo be kire say in 2016 election NPP munya 169 you can say parliamentarians. iti yakodu 2020 na eso bete be ye 137 no na wasanke kebibi di kire NPP for they shouldn't have sat down and then relax because from 169 straight to 130 37 no na wasanke tumi ma NPP for hu ni say yanhye ye sapo mu nso a 2024 entumi muaye ebusia 2024 no enwo mu konya 88 parliamentary candidates ene no shokra no ba ku be free match sesisi ano aba be ka 37 na sa 37 no adechi ni adisebia so no say wo mu working out of parliament and so wo mu working out of parliament credit no ensan so confirm join news a measure so be ka me ho no yakọ na yakọ akotie ADDAI NIMO ne nsama wo chirechire mu ka say free senior high school ne de na ayeyi anka sentin NPP ba 2024 at least a message on infrastructure mu be ka say e-levy ne mo de ba e ya de che say yenko IMF na so e-levy ne mpo ba ye rebushia IMF ne yekoya na say yenko na yenko tie nsem no emrasisia
our performance from 169 majority
137
to a hung parliament. That was a verdict that Ghanaians gave us to signal us that in the next 4 years we needed to be more careful.
So basically it was a warning. A warning you failed to heed.
It was. Look, let me give you one issue. Free SHS, yes. Implementation started from 2017, 2018 academic year.
Right. September 2017.
Yes. So for 3 years, we ran the free SHS. And if Ghanaians gave a verdict of a hung parliament, it should tell you that Ghanaians gave a judgment or verdict on the free SHS in 2020 elections.
That also means trump card in going into the 2020
Yeah,
elections.
so coming into 2024, we should have also recognized that message, a verdict had been given by Ghanaians in the 20. So we needed to look at a different sector of the economy, whether on infrastructure and whether on the cost of living and unemployment, to really address those issues. And then we could tout those issues as our message to Ghanaians in the 2024 elections. But still, in 2024 elections, we were touting free SHS. We were touting free SHS. We were touting free SHS, forgetting that its verdict had already been delivered in the 2020. So the economy was one of the issues. Okay, we said we will move from taxation to production. However, we introduced more taxes. G-levy is a classic example. And Ghanaians were unhappy, and yet we went ahead. We said the E-levy would bring in more revenue so that we would not be tempted to go back to IMF. But after E-levy, we went back to IMF bailout. Okay, so
because the E-levy couldn't bring in the revenue that government anticipated then.
Absolutely. Then the issue of also borrowing, where we told Ghanaians that where the money was available in the country, and we will harness that resources, that financial resource, to develop the country without going to borrow. We ended up borrowing so much. So I am saying that these are all issues which are there, which everybody knew they were the issues. So how would you justify?
And so what? You had, I mean, and you put this on the head of the leadership of government then?
Of course, because we were in government. When the government and the signals were there. Even at a point, some of our MPs in the last parliament
moved for the dismissal of
the removal of Mr. Ken Ofori-Atta as the finance minister. And the president didn't happen. It didn't happen. It took some time. Then later on, he did a reshuffle. And then before he brought in even as a senior presidential advisor on the economy at the presidency.
The Ashanti region after the election put together a team to investigate why the party
ADDAI chese ADDAI NIMO na yakwa akotie na banintinu wutie ensama chese ADDAI NIMO de etu dwana chese NPP party na nkasa no from the start no koni ade nyina no na ya ade chese 2020 no timemufo di kan ma wo mo warning basa warning no wo mo pay attention and also oman Ghana economy na nkasa na atete apra pansan yebushia ne ye nhye na ye the economic measure yet turned into a digitalization man into as as at that time anati memufo woman ni abedi anu wo kasa dia for my Ghana economy ho no na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na yede ne ba economic measure na busua na wode ano na to nchen na sisi a focus no aba be digitalization baby biara obefa bia digitalization and ye e-gate na yesi ye medical drones ni ade so wodi dwen Ghana fo asuma ni so wodi dwen Ghana fo asum and even Ken for wia tampo no ebra na ye ka che na ado dan ko egufo ado se ba pa wo faase ana se ye webuhie webuhie pani dia wo ye oman Ghana yesi kasem no enye kama no so na ado dan ko egufo ado buhia wantie da ekwowie chie no na wayi na free se wo ye opani a wo so oman Ghana yesi kasem so and na kwa akopia mu as a special advisor on Ghana economy na ebushia ye kase nipa na say no it is sometimes come back and forth am say ya na rodan ko ekufu ado so ye na rodan ko ekufu ado so wonu so nim hu bi ye papa na rodan ko ekufu ado wo kan krofo a tese wo mo ma NPP party ne ebo ye because as at that time na wonu so wo bo mi fi taduku na bibi bie no hon ebushia na wo ka che na rodan ko ekufu ado anu otie as at the time ana ahemfo po kasa no na do kwa kufado nye ready so obetie wo bi enu masem nti sane ama ni nyina na eka ho bi ena ma NPP amanyoko no wo mo report in as much as the candidate that was presented 2024 no so na enye better candidates for Ghanaians because he was part of the government, the ruling government oka government na wo mo di 11 ba ye beka che Ghana for say ye nko IMF na so ko wi achire no na ebuhwe ya ko IMF and ya bosi abo akasiye no ma chia nkasa no wono amunso no wo kasa aban no ntino at the end of the day ne ye ne hyenye ena na entron kete bi so na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wono so atwadi akire Ghana for na Ghana for ye gi ye ho bia na nje obeka che ye nuanum central region for ne ye besi ha body ama ye besi airport di ama obewi beka polugu dam de che se o man Ghana sikasem ho mponi de no won beso obebo ho wakra bio into people realize said there be this man used the word so when the fundamentals are with the ancient ways to expose itself na do da kwekwo faro so beka che Ghana for say yetisika so comedy ye nti eba ne say na mo dia mo ba be mu na sa sika na yete so na comedy ye no mantumi afa sa sika na nya bibi na mo sa ko IMF sa ko bo besia ebo man Ghana ka tisani ama ni nyina na busia ADDAI na ama NPP wo mentumi win 2024 election enunti na make us begin me ka baby say sani ama we nyina no they need to sit down, they need to reflect themselves, they need to think of how best we can raise the NPP party again because NPP party na losing the root the new patriotic party abusia ye mo bi nima party ne be ye yakono no we are seeing a different party altogether. And na many nam social media issue a ebusia mo begie di say ye beto about 2024 entade Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia t-shirt any ni books ni bi kura na ebusia ye de ba ye mpo say ye nchempo fama manfo no as I am speaking to you now egu warehouse ane ya to about 2024 ewie no t-shirt no ene ntade no ya store wo warehouse a me bisa me ho say nti wey whosoever that was in charge no what is the person going to use it for? I remember Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia obepie mu ewo high school junction atonsu and that time no na you say we call one of the senior high schools so through honoma obeba be PM high school during the campaign season na make us assembly and ye ko take coverage na ye ko PM honom no na ma menom a wo mo honom no wo mani abede say eye NPP t-shirt no wo bu benye bi ahye. And they were saying, and a t-shirt they be new on them. And one woman nebusia na or baby and mimi jina baby and mejume rawo ata Florence money there. And the woman said, say on when your t-shirt Libya on to a banner farmer MPP da. Me catch it so mame MPP there we MPP now MPP no but to MPP about to MPP. And found only t-shirts are ubenya na say baby. And the statement the woman made was t-shirts ne dia wo mo dia ba bebro na so ka ni muso mo mpase wo mo be che de amayen That was the statement the woman made. And then, menina my bare fontaine and video show bushia, me who t-shirt ni books such as say, ya pile go on. No man, I was asking myself, say, Sisia and ya two abanim poe, mudia manche, mo iti ego on the yeding. Ego no, deben pan a mode ye, just say, from Penia, consider the last person, or be a brony be yes woman in a trimuma, Ebusia video no, Emra Sisia.
Okay, Monshadi. T-shirt, Moshade, all this one. Hey, BAWUMIA, a T-shirt and the Bayer campaign. Moshe, thousands of them. Yet the Abeku warehouse with the CA Amayanti and Yampanya campaign. Now we're better than what we near about. Share books, full of Moshade. Now better than what we need about without this. So who was responsible for this? Who was actually responsible for this work? Our dear baby Tria warehouse a dear Guhonom Young Fanya campaign. And I'm not one of them going nearby. And my idea, my idea, Munya serious, NPP and Papa can. Munya serious. What I say, Munya serious, because I will say, and happy. Okay, Monshadi. T-shirt, Moshade, all this one. Hey, BAWUMIA, a T-shirt and the Bayer campaign. Moshe, thousands of them. Yet the Abeku warehouse with the CA Amayanti and Yampanya campaign. Now we're better than what we near about. Share books, full of Moshade. Now better than what we need about without this. So who was responsible for this? Who was actually responsible for this work? Our dear baby Tria warehouse a dear Guhonom Young Fanya campaign. And I'm not one of them going nearby. And my idea, Munya serious, NPP and Papa can. Munya serious. What I say, Munya serious, because I will say, and happy. But I'm in your books to even mammy.
NPP T-shirt 2024. When you're current to when you're 2025 for 2024 T-shirts, any books, and now Sanka woman distribute Kwabrania Kipi our warehouse. Inti Kroban yet the sano. Krobai, number there, moon fine yashim, pomodi and kayatu abanim perio, and Tizia and kayatu abanerie, and can cornea and Chewomo Beko Shukunia de, and Camodia Monchi Chebim Po Fama area, Hotford, because we're more fine yashi. 2024, the HM BAWUMIA on my flag bearer from my NPP, Amanyo Conibium, into where Mother Bay, Mother Bay and Tomaguana. Just say, I'm so sad and I feel so much pain as to where this NPP government is heading towards. Partia, just a T-shirt in the busa, Matisika bra prente. Somebody by a campaign, no. Money by a campaign. It is getting to a year, a good party office, a warehouse, mother yading. And then I'm there. Ebusia honorable Paul Afoko the former chairman de my NPP Amanyoko Wabekasa. Na nekasa yamu nyina no ochire brache se de ma party no ebe ya kona just wono Paul Afoko as at the time obepie mu o man Ghana no pe party aba join na wo check NDC that time Rollins wo honom niam bia na Rollins say ye na wo hwe NPP no be hu say da bi NPP Amanyoko ni de titirufo party ankasa e ma wono Paul Afoko Okwa join NPP na enne wo hwe baby a NPP party no ababedura o se NPP party na yela wo mo kwan de nam so a ema party ni be ya akono na amafo be join ye no wo ma yela sa route ni ntino one day wo ka kire wo mo say they should go back they need to find their way back to when the party was akono kufuo time ana party ni hu eni kan ene Paul Afoko ene de ya menemo ka say Star FM edebusia okotena ye o grantee interview she na nsema Paul Afoko kan ye no ebusia memre ni ntenye ni nyina na meboba nyame ya adoma ekira eyade a mebo bidi a kira ekwan ya kyesa ne wo mo beso wo mo fasumpo na nado danko ekufu ado otuatua sika dia mamafo se dia be ya wo mo beto aba ne kura dia tie wo no pola foko me se nya mpa echi na me de nyina be so mo ba enne ne de e ya de wakasa Edia fa NPP party no obe join ye said na party ni akono ni ade ene baby a party ne keka kwa wono Paula Foko our ye former chairman edema NPP amanyoko o kama Ghana fo nyina tia say NPP party no ma yera kwan sisi anu obi nyina akopia mu onwura mu nti was ye pe kwan wi ye be fo so nwura mu no ma akwa no wo nyina be say twa wo mani asan so ba fie ba credit no enko enfa Master FM kame ho ne enko tie ni nyina no emra sisia.
I came back home from exile. I looked at the two political parties, and because I saw the NDC to be militant at the time, I didn't think I could make talk with them. And I saw the NPP to rather be the party where there was no militancy. People were talking about a jousting of ideas rather than a jousting with swords and knives. And I thought that was it. This is the place to be, to think, to follow their principles, to have free market, business, enabling environment for business to thrive, nurturing the youth to grow. And so, and obviously, because of my, yes,
your political history,
my dad, and before him,
between NDC and NPP, you're saying that at the time, you saw NPP to the best.
Yes.
Among the two.
Yes.
What about now? And it leads me to my next question. What is your assessment of the current NDC government? Sincerely.
No, you see, sincerely, what I would say is that the NPP as a party has not recognized its potential. It has not achieved its potential because there's been a sidetracking of the forward march. It's still a party worthy of looking at and rebranding, rebuilding. And you see, when I said to you earlier that I saw the NDC at the time when I came to be a militant party, it seems the roles have reversed. It seems today, and what I'm going to describe to you is something I would say is a danger to our democracy. Our democracy is endangered when you cannot have two centrist parties. We had the NDC that was out there, and for all those who are old enough to remember the Azoka boys, you did anything wrong, they got you. Remember Francis Asiam in Kufodia? They used Baranzu. People don't know Baranzu. It's like a horsewhip to whip her, and she was the woman organizer of the NDC. Then they started to move to the center. Asumdwe came to power, and when Rawlings was asking him to arrest certain people, his famous quote, he did it publicly. He said, "Let me make my own enemies. I don't want to inherit your enemies." At that time, I sat back and said, what is this man doing? He was shifting the party away from the extreme. Then, John Mahama became president. And when he was asked to do a similar thing again, he came out and said, "We came to power through the ballot box, not the bullet." And I remarked to my colleagues, I said, "Hey, something is shifting here. Let's be careful." And then I said, Ketia said, "The barking dog has been caged and shut up." At that point, I knew that the NDC had shed its militancy clothes. And those babies with sharp teeth, as they were described, were talking very mature civil language. On the other hand, after I had been thrown out, by the courts anyway, because ultimately it was a court decision. We started developing invincible forces, Delta forces, Bolgatanga Bulldogs, and we rather became militant. As chairman of the party, I was sitting in my office in Cantonments when I got a phone call. Come to the party office, there's something happening. When I got there was a full-blown fight. People were using knives.
At the party headquarters?
Yes. It was captured on TV and all that. And I just went in there. I didn't go upstairs. I went into the fighting and said, look, you guys have to stop what you are doing. Stop it. Why? Just because we want to be the ones guarding the headquarters, not this set of people. What do you mean? Look, I mentioned a certain gentleman called Atuluk. He was one of the people instrumental in getting me to go for the chairmanship. At party headquarters, we closed one evening, I was driving away, and Atuluk was also walking out, and I said, I stopped, I said, Atuluk, jump in, let's go. He said, no, Chairman, I want to go and see somebody over there before, so you can go. I left. They cornered him, grabbed him, put him to the ground, stretched out his hand, and somebody jumped and stamped on his hand and broke the bone to pieces. And then they told him, go and tell that you are Afoko, that next time a life will be lost. This is what happened. But for me, I just say that, as I said earlier to you, that our democracy is endangered if we cannot have centrist parties. One cannot be extreme and the other center. I think the NPP should find its way back to the center of politics.
So your assessment of the current NDC is that they've moved away from the militancy. Now they are measured as opposed to the NPP. Really?
Really?
I'm asking.
I think any Ghanaian listening to me who observes Ghanaian politics the examples abound.
MCI video credits no ensanson confirm Star FM eya womada Roma eneja yenya video yibi ebusia yetumi ede asomo na chese NPP for former chairman Paul Afoko wono so enede nsema atudwe ya wo chese kane NPP party ani enim nitisi ade de party no wo ma yera kwan yankasa nti kwan bia wo mbefa so a wo mbehwe mbesan so ba bepie mu ofie no wo mbra no wo mbepie mu ofie san se de na wono Paul Afoko ofie akwantu mu ba ye party anu onim that time pa NDC and NPP said ye na NPP ya kono said ye na NDC party no ye tutuafo party no just abinfo bi ani ma wono ko join ye NPP nene enye sa party ni ye nim e different thing altogether me sha ase no me ka chem say NDC amanyoko no wo mu kopie mu wo mu fit annual lawyers conference na sa program na sem ena esi edunketia an chairman esi edunketia obeka say said ye na kane no ye ka say NPP amanyoko no wo mu ye intellectuals enne NDC party no shukra no ababe ya kona intellectuals aloye kuku dam ni ade enso ababe pie mu party mu and the party no enso aba mfa so kra edc NPP party no yes, I don't get you. Was and NDC party na baba ya konnompo. Edi ase NPP party. And no be nebusia Paul Afoko no show boshing. And no abio. And one no show ka say NPP for my yeranti no. Sisi ani de nipa obetumi aboa de NPP party no. Abafie eye Kennedy ohene Japan na Kennedy na amonshoro wakasa. Say last week na meka chem say on Friday and no share ne campaign say and you see unity tour edi an just say dashon. Na last week ni nyaade busua on nam Western North and so on nam Western to and constituency by constituency on the delegates na just say police station executives new officers see shia just a campaign ebusia Kennedy akompre ko hin Japan wo ye no enye campaign ketwa na this time no kopie mu akwantombra na okopie mu hanam no see ye we dey ya form de mesra ma wate senia na anu ada ye kwoto oba je se munyi ye ba ko de hye ye nsa ma ye report oyi ye de ye sra mo boni biara ya ye tie mu bia mo fa nche ye na wono de de obi enim so onde oye man of hope oye grassroots man on do or see a dear you. One day wanting to show fan to form and some funny tetra man for Debbie. One year what can ye and our or you be sure just a bushia. Ye were records no one say what can I painting. This time Joe Babe PM or Quantomrano. War Babe card ya or Bay Diama Womo. Now we was same NPP party by Beme and ye for military for ye for police for fire service for not just a sanko for ye mo bre the party about power 2016 to 2020 no ye mobile ko share monsan one no akumpre ko hini Canada Japan so wo ba padia oh sadia de trust me say e ya de a won yi obi aba ko function and sada obi make sure so e be sun obi a so na wa wie no say ene na no dey ensem e ya na mafuke na kufuo ko mienu e na yi na na rodan ko kufuado e ko miensa nti no obi aba 2024 ade ni ngwase awi aba nti yensa ma nipa ne bra e de ende bushia wase ende obi afa ne pen nti mi ameti he e bushia me pen nie e na me book nsu nie nti mass ne de encha se yenso le dwuma de ehwe na bushia ya sove wase e bra jese dubu ahen wono ne nya 31% no NPP fo afa na nkobiom eno no na wo mo de former president Kufuor ba ye e na Kufuor so e be shifted ko 39 nti Kufuor ne de ko anim ne ehu ze da bi o de akọ anim de ye sa de ne ba beboa ene ye sa de ne ba biom abuhwa ye de ne ba ye otumi ebedi nkunim de ma NPP that is 2020 2000 to 2004 ene obeto azu 2004 so kosi 2008 ebra na roda ko Kufuor do ba ye Kufuor so figure wono so nya ye no e ya de chese ko anim eno kra ni podi e wo wini election no ba na NDC amanyoko no wo parliamentary candidate edo so say NPP and then the call round up. That was when I said another down Kufuor. Would Janu Koshe will be memu kwachele, you know him so we didn't kunime, Nashua by yeno, not as our tamils, Ababe take you over. Into that election, Nipo no Sako, yeno, after say, on another down on the Dr. Mahmoud about Ebusia, on the John Dramani Mahama, ever call yeno, just an a figure when ya, that is 2008, echo enim. And it's a NPP for as I can say, oh, yeah, sure, just say you keep increasing 10 years. Yeah, ma wakwenya na waba. Now who need ye? Yeah, do buy and waba, but see ya sign the yakwa PM 41%. Who's that one say? I can't painting, yes, I'm for wombra, and they will show you also be on a pen. Who we are as a fine X in the cyber never can say, Obiamian and Obiania calculation and 10. And so Canada in Japan and Casan, not just a X, no, a idea the number of years, say NPP amanyoko, esa kaswo the Dr. Mahmoud BAWUMIA ba, the number of years NPP for, ya betina fie ne nyina yehu, yankwa na yenkotie akumpreko Kennedy ohene AGYAPONG, o si ade ayo no, emra sesia.
Yenemo nini ye mfia nwotwe a abetwam no enti we matwe aso enti mamu mane nye biem esra mo mfanche eni ankasa edi esuya nyansa efisa mfia nwotwe a etwam party for Anakwasiye Masa Madaje Abejina Enam Party Hunti Eletie Na yewe na egonyimudie ba na sa okope bibia opanyina ya tunasi o sa onyina ya nem na omadumati ka kiro se ono de enye party nti eno ho. The person will be some question. Polling station executives, constituency, any electoral area. And be a mobile. Obi Gaza Monfa, who certificate in Chile and Zanwa, Maburemuana. And be a mobile. The catcher will say, Monko freely online and Zan Mamahana. Argentina, party for him, Samoa, Guinea, and one young Santi. You say electoral area coordinator, polling station, constituency executive. I want to make a say, Emma a dumb assistant woman doing about to my NPP party. No more, a going to a bar. Oko baby, yes, a certificate. Oko baby bia yes ko online. Nyomi yakura ni say NPP for police for omo for immigration for omo for soldier for omo for prisons na NPP ni wayire no ho aye dwuma ama party ama power na oko peduma na ni nua wanya position etimi hwe na nim say Okia 20,000. Ebi mutia 30,000. Eso krano, obo anya edumano. Te mesramu. Sani paya esa babiem. Abaka chiramu se. Montua mama womu. Nada ukua na odie. Yasi ebo yama wana. Sa odie adia fe enya ofi. Udi ubenye juma enye mesremu delegate baby a party network say police station executives modo asocha constituency executives modo asocha regional executives modo asocha national executives yaka executives pay for nyina abomo Momo population on by just 5%. Emunti mesramo constituency electoral area coordinators the polling station and the executives who are more. Baby a party network ya hwemi ya ebekuti senior CPP egu yam. Enti mesramo moma yantuaba Any Canadian Japan, no more build a party video. Yentimi Mamma Bra and Yakwa. Yentimi and Shat Yatiasi and my NPP move. Uncle Grabby Yonti. Omen Quanti. Baby, I'm a brother, Yanfanto. Listen, because they make form. And I make police station for executive make pamucho. Mona msuja menua. If he said, Sauti said, Obi di matamwa. Sauti said, Obi di matamwa. Nature said, me fighting mamunti. If he said, to me catch them by informal, Mumwa party for, Mumwa grassroots, Kakremwa in Bino, Baby Aro Manjimanua Simone, Naya Jimmy Asane, second idea upon the Casarabo, with the deep party for them, Enunti, na Monya Otai Amame, Otai na Mumanya Mame, Mesumena Otai. And I'm saying, be different. Timasram, Tumino, Eshamon, some Mommy and Kia, the any party is here. Some in India, Mommy and Copan, Tinisua, near Misa, Akontomra. Say, MPP for contested, why Anna Modinaba, Yabatua Mamma. Uwe jem yase monfa Canada Japan bra ebeto ama woti basim yase fa Canada Japan bra ebeto ama woti trotrom yase fa Canada Japan bra ebeto ama woti chopa yase fa Canada Japan bra ebeto ama na fedia edi ebiem ena MPP for your pen edi ebiem ena MPP for your pen mesramu Obisi Amano second chance. Obisi Amano second chance. Now you're free 6,700,000 votes and an Anakufuado and the winning the second term. Obiko Yano Okotiso about 4,600,000. enti President Akufo-Addo vote no ọtí 2.1 million na ọmụ ka abakọsam a ne akyia no mo ma me kwan na me nkyerɛ mo mu obiara ọbɛba wo nkyɛn ọbɛka kyerɛ wo sɛ mo ma ne second chance efisɛ Akufo kɔmpere no Akufo-Addo kɔmpere nsɛ Mom ye misan say, why NOA the first presidential candidate, Emma NPP. Adenti Nessa Dubois Hindia, Omo Baka somewhere, near year Dubois here film. If he said, a Dubois here called back, one more modern and supportive when you know, ye missing chain any other president go for by. Ebibu ahinya 31%. President Akufo first time no when you 39.8%. It was the campaign and was say ascension ye kosuro enunti any a man a chance and on the atamos koya owuni ye President Akufo-Addo in 2008 the first round owuni at the most, only did by 100,000 votes. Now, only 49.13%. Now, 0.87. And you 1% you 0.87 plus any Pabako per vote. President Akufo-Addo compressor. When to me, we need. If you say, now, NPC for NPC to grow a chair into your court time for the third time. First in the history of Ghana, presidential election you are 3 times. And President Mos, ABT, President Akufo-Addo, and Mos by president with a margin of 23,000. With a margin of 23,000. 0.87 plus any papa could vote. A take a Akufo-Addo in Fiamwatri and Sana ultimately about power. Uka Namu Akoya NDC for APTA with a margin of 1.7 million. Now, you have massacre to you. President Mahama olusu 1 million votes and I continue here in Fiamwatri. Then call for Binam and Omusio Mahama Krako and continue here in Fiamwatri. Wasaba and Tipuma a second chance. Any dear more delegates are more. So Mahama 1 million votes for continue Fiamwatri. Obia Walusu 1.7 million votes. If you are doing over to yeah, they are maths. Now who say I decided to call it boy? Yeah, but who say I decided to call it boy? Maths really say 1 million is equal to 8 years. 1.7 million is equal to X. Young boy, X.
Abusia Kennedy akompre ko hire Japan na ya kwa kwetie na ba no me calculation na wie na me bisa se wo so calculation na we ye na ye bia NPP amanyoko se wo man present a new candidate na wo mo sa so e repeat old one na e pa cho NPP wo mo betina hwie sei e san se na John Dramani Mahama de e 1 million votes I don't know na hwie 8 years. Ena eba BAWUMIA de ni de ne 1.7 million me pa chowo nti no 1 million no 8 years de a sa 1 million na da honom ne be 8 years nti afia aka 7 million me pa cho ye fine x ni sisi a nti sa 7 million no me pa cho wuti 4 million wuti 4 every man na say NPP plus faka 4 no ane wo de ka wa na say 14 years na say 14 years me pacho no NPP be ba fe be no because 2028 for 2028 year 1 year if I say 1 term another 4 years e ka wan say 2028 plus 4 2032 plus 4 say 2036 into 2036 plus another 4 trust me NPP better the feature papa sa ex pa e just ejuma ya man penny the incoming flag bearer and the incoming president of this country Kennedy akompre ko here Japan what dia magana for say we should go and find ex no not just say yes so present ye ni pay Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia dia not just say NPP 2040 asemo enye neba asem 2040 asem inti ya betna kosi se 2040 embra nsa na NPP party abade ene na ebuche jesa party no ayekodwoto we de yebesre obia delegate eduru amokoto aba amanfo abre ne abre bia no mudi kokromote no eto aba emre ne so na mokọ akoto aba moma yenkan hu ni se abrabo na ye borebusua ye koyenim nyensan yechi. We are going forward. No ababa say we can come back. Inti say ye koyenim na say ye nsan ye chidia. Ende nipa ba ko obetumi aboa na nkonimdie etumi ye NPP die. Nipa wo betumi aboa na abusua X ye agese Kennedy akompre ko hine Japan se Ghana for ye mfan na abusua. Ababa ye adwuma kese de ababa tu ye hwi. Yen pesa ye besa kwa find another S 2028 die yesre mu nyina ye papa say muma yen fa akompre ko hine Japan na mra wate na me amiti he die me wo gidie shunku bi wo me mu say se papa ba 2028 inkunimdie ebetumi aye NPP amanyo kore die nyame ya doma on the 10th of September ekosi 12th of September ya dia Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wono so ehye to wase anu no de obepie mu e wa Shanti region on the 10th of September ekwa kosi on the 12th of September ni nyina no on the delegate ba be kasa or they say ye to abade man no be flag bearer so e de ma NPP amanyo ko na eniema na say ni so ade hu no Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wo be ba be ye de abo wo man Ghana no eno a eno de ba be 20 from the 10th of September to the 12th of September update ni ade ni nyina no ebusua eyade a mede ebe ma me fact memre no ekọ ankasa enenso no ye the post no eto so Dr. Bawumia enipa 119 ene to abanende enipa 119 ene to ye Dr. Bawumia enya 22% saso na Brian Echampo enya 4% Dr. Yaw Educhum enya 9% ena Kennedy akompre ko wo hene Japan wono so enya 65% munim se post ne de dani de nyina na metena ha no menko ade a mekan ema mu nyina no mahu be na comment ne bia ba ye ewo Kumasi online TV we free Samsis was NPP is gradually destroying how can Henry Kote take over NPP secretary? One of the biggest question no Emilia say good afternoon host good afternoon me meje de say nyankopon wadom eyade a wo ho ye 130 TV you see my beloved party pa ne se se ane de NPP party no eyade a chese egu ankasa. So how did NPP get here? I'm sad though. National chairman didn't even get a place to sleep at Akwatia. How on earth? NPP needs to reform ankasa. Emi esi no can no votes. Kennedy all the way. God will punish Nanabi and JFK. They won't destroy NPP for us because of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Yes, so Chairman Buga is talking out of pain. Emi Asi Bawumia is among of the leaders like Nanabi, JFK, Chairman Sabonsu, who wants to destroy NPP for us. Arrogant people. JFK, Nanabi, Bawumia. Ken will come. Okay, Alex Opoku. Or see, even if Ken goes independent, he will get more votes than Alhaji. Emilia, see, you see, Nanaya, these NPP leaders are not serious at all. And they say they be able to make Just say NPP eguo. I am not a delegate but fan and supporter of NPP. You the NPP delegates, please all due respect, do me a favor, please vote for Kennedy AGYAPONG, and I would also vote for NPP into power, that is 2028. Na just say any bebre na just say samutu abane de ma Kennedy akompre ko AGYAPONG nko ade a eyade emre no so so abusua wo mo so de kokromoti no ebeto aba ede ama Kennedy akompre ko AGYAPONG yeko eye Friends of Ken TV Kwate osi we are connected. William Kweku Daniels osi nice one sister, thank you very much. Ebenezer osi good job, Ken is coming. We fosu hini Kweku onye we di matem na debi ame kam say edidi atem ne de enya de ame amiti he busua ebesesa bibi yetu ye wesu onom say ye beka no kre no wo mo chi wo mu tan a eyade a ye beka no kre de wo besa wada aje ya wo de bedi matami ena ka wo de koton wo candidate NPP for president na chese wo report ene ama adwuma ba be de Ghana for konso amafo mpe NPP mpo ani mahwe wo kope book bi na pen bi ena mo kire na de because oba no so ye economic measure ye so ko wie chie no na wo bon we fail poto no obeka bibi papa ka e bia ka ye betena hanum say abo hu dero na se bi obi ti se wo no wo nso wetie Kennedy na meme di no wadanse agura no mudi na tem na me amiti ye na bisia mudi matem e be mi bia na those insults doesn't push me. I stand for the truth and I am forever and ever going to speak the truth. Ebusia na ye be say ja ye kwa ahoma ne so na ye kwotwetwe enkomo but as a network room en sheda enye stable still na Kennedy AGYAPONG egusu a wona ma chese wo ye campaign ne mu ode ankasa nyampe akina ya ankasa ye be kwa akopie mu hodom na update ni ade nyina no ne campaign ne send your delegates ekasa nyina no yetumi ede asommo ewe Kumasi online TV, Friends of Ken TV and Thick TV monswa mashaya mo Thick TV ni yabada mu nyina asiye papa sa brani abre bia no mojebre ehwe ensempa na ya sewa me betena fidie ma anum say na midi ni nyina no ebesom se nyampa ekira na busu ma shamobo. Say NPP former chairman Paul Afoko nesema wo kan ye kwanya chese na nado na Kweku ado efa so tuetue ska se de ebe ya wono no ye beyi ne si nche ni nyina no trust me say me de ma say Kennedy AGYAPONG na nkasa ye ka ye yo ye ne ye membetra me ka se busu me refi de be nyampa ekira me betra fide man sem de update ni nyina no ebe so mo mo join ye from start ebe si sabre ye beda mu nyina asiye papa nyakopon hwa mo sabre ni abre bia mo jebre mo bando ni ade agese dade de nyina no ya na mo de be hwe ye ewo Kumasi online TV no nyankopon enhua mu nyina ye papa mo so amode adwenhwe ni ade ba ye nyina no me appreciate it so much nyame adom ekina exactly 2 p.m. ekosi 4 p.m. e ba betra fidie ma no se nam de omanga na ho nsensem nyina so aba besom na se shonko enconfirm executive producer Mr. Daniel Yeboa me so ametire dwem eri jimedi so besom me di ere dada ya sa nyame adom ekina ye be sa say di stay safe.